It's interconference NBA basketball as the Magic are back on the road. With Clark Kellogg doing the analysis, this is Kevin Harlan for 2K Sports in our broadcast of the NBA. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Grant and Scott. And for New Orleans, we've got Anthony Mason and Devos. Of course, looking back at the recent history of the Orlando Magic, they came up a little bit short in the playoffs, but you have to think that they would have been okay in finals after they went 20-10 against a very rugged Western Conference.
Well, Kevin, that's holding their own against the West and then some. I mean, winning 2 out of 3 against the Western Conference, it's impressive.
And it's the Magic with the ball. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. He thinks the biggest battle for them is simply finding the space to operate effectively on offense. He said this is a team that plays so tight defensively that you can feel like you don't have room to breathe. The only way to exploit that is with motion off the ball and efficient passing. Gentlemen?
Thanks for so much for advanced scouting.
Sometimes that's a false prophecy, though, and you have to adjust to what the other team is coming out and running.
Attendance fell off again last season for this Hornets team.
Yeah, and you always hate to see that, Kevin. I mean, it's partly due to the record. So you hope that if things turn around, the fans will come back as well.
Good on the second free throw. And here now the Magic. Grant inside. Guarded by Mason. Here's Hardaway. Enters the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Going back to their attendance, Clark, hopefully with some solid drafting, they can retool this team and bounce back.
Well, I think the football team set the standard for winning in this town last year, Kevin, so the Hornets need to do their part to keep up in that regard.
And so he makes both from the line. Clark, you know as well as the Hornets did against the West, they really struggled against the East.
Yeah, that's surprising, Kevin, given how well the West fared against the East as a whole. They were really kind of an odd banana of the group.
And here now the men. 104 left in the first. Inside. And it's out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
You can't be careless with the ball. That's a loss of focus, plain and simple.
And the Hornets making a change here. And it's the Hornets with the ball. So Clark, with their struggles against the East last year, was it a style of play thing that caused the Hornets to struggle versus the East?
I don't think so, Kevin. That could have been part of it, but really the factor for the Hornets was the absence of Chris Paul. And I think the teams in the East did get better while the Hornets went south a little bit.
And here now the Magic. Here's Grant on the mark with the fadeaway.
I'm not a big fan of the fadeaway in that situation, but he drained it. Nice shot.
Here the Hornets with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Devos. Not a lot of room.
That's exactly what a coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin. Right there from mid-range.
On defense, the Hornets. Here's Hardaway. Nails the easy jumper.
He makes such intelligent plays with the basketball. Always aware, always a threat to score.
Some great action here as the first quarter concludes. Magic lead by 3.
Well, their defense has been superb, Kevin. They're talking, working together, and really making it a challenge to score.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment. And off we go, a close game now entering the second quarter. And here now the Magic. 3-point lead on the court for Orlando and Anderson. Deflects the pass.
He knew exactly where the ball was going and got a hand on it.
Hardaway is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Orlando drops it in from 12 feet.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
Here's Anderson. Good on the jump shot.
Assistant. Number 4.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 3. To the paint, Mason. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Magic with the ball. 1 minute left to half. Anderson guarded by Kirk. Here's Hardaway. Again, the Magic score.
Boy, he's really special. The defense has to account for him at all times.
Number 7, defended by Scott. Left side, Curry. Let's go with the 3. That's good. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
And here's Scott. Still looking to get on the scoreboard.
I'm not sure why he decided to get fancy with the layup. It cost him the bucket.
Number 1. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
And that concludes the first half. We're back here live in New Orleans after this.
It's Saturday, everyone's favorite day of the week. Let's do it right with HP at the half. A tight game for the Hornets, squaring off against the Orlando Magic. Great ball control offensively. The turnover differential a major advantage right now. And for Orlando, they're looking good in their own right. They've been in an incredible rhythm offensively. If you're wondering why it's dark in the gym, they've shot the lights out. The first half, a productive one for Horace Grant. Lighten up that scoreboard. He's making it ring like a pinball machine. And that's it for now as we send you back out to Kevin and Clark for the second half. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.
Well, it's been a tight game as we enter the second half. Both teams going at it. And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 1-point game. We've got Anthony Mason and Divas. So that's a group up there for New Orleans. Grant, right side. He dumps it off. Now Scott, 5 on the clock. Fires from the elbow, and that one's good.
That's a tough shot for anyone. Those runners need a soft touch.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 1. Here is Mason. Grant on him. Mason with connects from in close.
Yeah, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
1:16 left in the third. Shoots from 12. Grant is whistled for the loose ball foul. That's his first foul. Here are the Hornets with ball. They lead by 1. Here's Mason. Divac, that's good. Divac has got his second basket of the game.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
And here now the Magic. Anderson covered by Smith. Now Scott. Open look. They can make this a 2-for-1 opportunity. Here's Smith. And good as he lays it up and in.
The intensity level has really picked up here in the second half.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anderson. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Here's Smith. Can't get the ball from downtown. And the third quarter is over, and a good finish looks to be in store for all of us. From the New Orleans Arena, back in a moment. And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Well, Kevin, our spark of the game in this one, the stretch by the Hornets. They made their move in the third quarter with their great defense propelling them on an impressive run, gentlemen.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Grant and Scott. Up top, Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. He drained them all to raise the lead.
Nails it from close range.
With the score being so close, there's little margin for error by either team.
The Hornets leading by 5. Right side Curry. The 3, and that one's good. And here now the Magic. 8-point game. Got a piece of it. Here's Delk. Can't extend the lead double digits. A lot of time left for the Magic in this one. Trailing here by 8. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot. And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Less than 1 minute left. Pops it up. Oh! Slams home the alley-oop. And it's the Hornets with the ball. 3-point. Here's Scott. Gets vertical. Puts down the breakaway slam.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 40 seconds left to the fourth. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to the Hornets head coach address his teams. He told them, fellas, this game is going to come down to who wants it more. It's as simple as that. How bad do you want it? Don't tell me. Go out and show me. Kevin, he's laid a challenge down to his guys.
And thank you for that, Boris. With a switch, the Hornets. Now here's defense. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, he faded away on it for no good reason. He shouldn't have made that shot harder than it had to be.
Here's Anderson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
It's a narrow victory for the Hornets. They pull out the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. When it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke, Kevin Harrell saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Brand Player of the Game.